everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, as you can see by the title, I'm kind of doing almost a full face of first impressions slash just kind of playing with makeup that I've bought recently and got sent, and just kind of having fun and experimenting. And this is the look that I came up with, using the Colour Drain Queen of Hearts on my eyes, a bit of Stila. I've got new lashes on, a new foundation on, which I really like actually. The more I'm wearing it and the more I'm looking at it, I really like. I think it's really nice. No complaints. So if you want to see how I did this makeup look, then please keep on watching. And also, just before I go, my giveaway is live until midnight tonight, so I'll announce the winner tomorrow on Instagram, and I'll probably leave it in the description box here as well, or on the giveaway video. But you have until midnight to enter, and it's super easy, no reposts or anything like that necessary, so just go back and find my giveaway video and see it there. But yeah, if you want to see how I did this look, then keep watching. So all I have on right now is my eyebrows, obviously, and I'm gonna prep my skin first. I'm gonna use this. This is quite new to me. I unboxed it probably a few weeks ago, and I've been using it a lot. I love it. It's the Nails Yard and Deliciously Ella Rose Lime and Cucumber Moisturizer. I really like this under makeup. I think makeup just sits really nicely on top of it. I'm gonna use a different primer as well, but this is like my first kind of step. On top of that moisturizer, I'm going to pop on my Benefit Porefessional Matte Rescue. Like I said in my November favourites, which if you haven't seen, I'll link it up here. This has definitely been like a staple this month for me. I feel like my foundation, my whole skin, everything just looks better when I've put this on recently. So as always with me, I'm going to do my eyes first, and I'm going to use my new Elegirl Pro Conceal, but I've got one that's already opened and partially used, so I'll use this one up before I open a new one. And I'm just going to use this to prime my eyes, so I just pop a wee bit on each eye, like this. And then my favourite brush to use to blend it in is the Anastasia Beverly Hills A4 brush, which is just like a flat brush. And right now, my favourite eyeshadow to put on top to really set my concealer is one of the shades in this Juvia's Place Magic palette. I actually don't love this palette, and I think I'm probably going to declutter it in my next declutter. But this shade here, you can see I've absolutely gone ham on. So this is the shade Kessie or Kezi, I don't know how to pronounce it. And I'm just using a big fat flattish brush. This is the Anastasia A16, and I'm just gonna pat and swipe that on just to set that concealer in place. Okay, let's zoom in and do the eyes. So we've got a couple of new palettes to play with for today. I think the one I'm gonna use is this one. You'll have seen this in my Beautybay haul. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it up here. And this is of course the Colour Drain Queen of Hearts palette, which is, it's just incredible. It's incredible. But I also have this one that was sent to me. This is the Doll 10 Pro Eyeshadow Palette Shade 2. This is very neutral. It's really nice. The quality of these shadows is really good. I was playing with it earlier in the week and I was really impressed by the shadows, but I think I want to do I think I just want to use the one palette rather than two. So I'm going to use this one. I've been really struggling with my eyeshadow recently. I don't know why, but every time I do it, I just think it looks pants. And I think every day I've done like 2 or 3 different looks and wiped them off, hating them. Please tell me that I'm not alone. This is just the shade Air, which is the kind of lightest neutralish transition shade. So this is just the lightest shade, like I said. I'm just kind of diffusing that out through the crease. I'm gonna go into, I'm probably gonna like dip into both Royal Prerogative, which is this like nice medium brown, and Impress, or Empress probably, this orange on. This is a really cheap like eBay brush that I got in a huge set for like £3 or something, so I don't know the name of it. I love eBay brushes. They're fabulous. And I'm just gonna run that through my crease. These blend out with like little to no effort. It's incredible. Okay, I'm gonna dip into Duchess, which is the darkest matte brown. I'm gonna do this on the Morphe M321, which is just like a little precise brush. And I'm gonna really run this in the crease. Well, slightly above my crease because I have hooded eyes, but I'm not gonna take it up high. See how pigmented that is? I just did the smallest dip, and now I've definitely put too much on. Okay, I'm gonna dip back into a lighter brown now. Just gonna blend it out. I've just spent some time working those deeper colours into my crease. They're not looking the most beautifully blended right now, are they? I told you I can't do eyeshadow right now. So I think for the lid, I'm going to use the shade Your Majesty, which is like this coppery kind of gold. Look at the shine on that. And I'm going to wet my brush just to make sure that it's as pigmented as it will be. This is actually a used up bottle of the Primark primer water, and I just filled it up with water to spray my brushes, to spray shadows with, because you don't need to use like Max Fix Plus to make the eyeshadows pop. Like, water is fine. So there's a nice cheap hack. This is such a beautiful colour, isn't it? Alright, so let's move on to face and we'll finish off eyes once we've got most of our base on. Before I jump into foundation, I'm just going to slightly colour correct because my skin is like trash right now. I'm going to use this Makeup Forever kit of concealers. I'm going to use the green shade and just kind of pat it over the worst of my spots. Did anyone else get like a total white moustache area? I hate it. It's probably like when I've got no makeup on, the thing I'm most self-conscious about. Like, I don't really care about spots because everybody gets spots. So like, you know, it's not that big a deal, but having a bright white moustache area is quite embarrassing, I think. In terms of makeup application, I did buy this My Kiko sponge and I have wet it, and it's definitely grown a lot bigger, but it's so firm. Like, it's a lot firmer than my Real Techniques, so I don't think I'm going to use this. I didn't love it yesterday when I tried it for the first time, so I wouldn't recommend this sponge, to be honest. It's not very soft. But for foundation, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition. That's what HD means, why would you say it twice? Longwear Illuminating Foundation, 28 mils in this, so 2 mils less than your average foundation. And I picked it up in GLM 643 Porcelain. So it says medium to full coverage, smooth, long wearing, flawless looking finish. So let's just give it a go and see if this will match me. I don't think it'll be too bad. This amount is about 2.5 pumps. This is now my 3rd pump. This actually looks really pale compared to my chest, but I will use obviously like powder and then bronzer and stuff. And I heard it did come up quite dark, which is why I just went with Porcelain. But so far it's blending out really nicely, super easily. Like, no issues at all with blending. It doesn't seem to be one you have to work quickly with because it doesn't seem to set fast. I mean, it's definitely evened out my skin tone. I've got no issues there. And most of the redness is gone, but you can still see, you know, my texture, not my pigmentation showing through. But as it is right now, I do like it. I do. I think it is ever so slightly oxidizing or drying down. I'll use the matching concealer, which is the LA Girl Pro HD concealer. This is the shade Porcelain as well, by the way. Ooh. So you can see it's definitely light enough. I'm quite generous with this concealer. I find it's not cakey at all, so I don't mind putting a bit extra on. So for cream contouring today, I'm going to use the Sleek contour kit, and this is this a shade? Yeah, so this is the shade Light. So this is what it looks like, just a kind of standard looking one. I actually think I could maybe do with a medium kit, but the light one's what I've got and I could definitely make it work. I've got a lot of high-end cream contour kits. I've really gotten into cream contouring recently, but actually this one is so good, and I think this is probably about £10. I don't think Sleek runs much more expensive than that for one product. And I just want to show you how good it is, and that you don't need to spend a lot of money on a high-end cream contour kit. So to blend it out, I like to use this Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just gonna start blending it. So this again isn't a strict first impression, but I have only used this twice, I think. So not that far off. And then for the lighter parts, I just go back in with my sponge, which is good because it has excess foundation on it. So it's just going to help everything blend together really seamlessly. I don't have a new powder, so I'm just going to chuck one on and then we'll come back and finish our makeup. I've just used my Maybelline Matte Maker to powder my face, which is a really good drugstore powder. It's very inexpensive. At this point in my makeup, I've got a few layers on. Obviously, I've got moisturizer, primer, foundation, concealer, cream contour, and powder. So sometimes this is where it can start to feel a bit like claggy, a bit heavy, and not very natural feeling. So this is when I would go in with a facial spray. This is one I picked up in my Beautybay haul, and this is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. So I'm just going to spritz this over, and it's just going to give me like a nice hydrating feeling. Don't know if it'll make my makeup last any longer. I can't imagine it would. I don't have any new contouring products, so I'm just going to go in with a classic, which is Hoola by Benefit, on another Real Techniques contour brush. And just start to give myself a bit more definition. I'm going to throw on a bit of NARS Laguna for a bit more extra bronze, because our face needs to match our bodies. So putting some highlight on, the only new one I got a couple of new ones, but the one that I got in the Beautybay haul was this Laura Geller Diamond Dust one, which is the one that I was quite shocked at how pink it was. I hope you can see it there, because I felt like in my Beautybay haul you couldn't see how pink it was. But I think that lighting's better. I'll dust a bit on and show you what it looks like on just like on a dry brush. This is the Morphe M501. Like, there's definitely a glow, but it's quite subtle. Do you think? Do you agree with me? It's there and it's pink, but I think I want something a bit more. Want more. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stick with a pink because I do like a pink highlight. And I'm going to use my MUA Undress Your Skin in Shimmer, Pink Shimmer. And I'm just going to use this on a dry brush as well. This only costs £3. See, that is so much more bright. For blush, I'm going to use my Primark Pure Blush Kit that I picked up recently. And I'm going to use this shade here. I've not used it too often, but I have used it a couple of times and I do really like it. I think the colours are beautiful and the payoffs just as good as any high-end blush I've got, to be honest, so I would highly recommend it for £5. I think this is a case of, I think my skin looks a lot better in real life than it does on camera, but there I am. See my spot, you can still see that spot there, which is annoying, and the redness down here, but we all get them. Okay, so I wasn't loving my eyes, I just thought they were very boring, so I've gone in with my Stila Sunset Cove Magnificent Metals, and I'm just going to pop that all over my lid. And you might be thinking that I'm ruining everything, and I might be, like I said before, like twice. Whenever I do my makeup I just think it looks terrible these days, so I'm just gonna experiment with these new products and see what happens, I guess. That's what testing's for, isn't it? Okay, lashes. I bought a few pairs of new lashes in my haul. I've already worn the Samantha's once from Doll Beauty and I loved them, but I think today we're going to use the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes. I didn't buy the House of Lashes glue because I really love the dual glue and I don't have any issues with it. But actually, just before I put those on though, I'm going to just quickly do my lower lash line because it's easier to do that without lashes on, I find. So I'm going to dip into the shade Princess. I think I'll do like a purplish lower lash line. It's quite hard to say, lower lash line. And just run this along. This is a Makeup Geek Outer V brush, actually. And then I'm going to go in with Ladyship, which is the purple in the palette. And probably the most impressive purple I've ever used. It's much better even than the Juvia's Place eyeshadows. Like, for a purple, can you believe how pigmented that is? I think I'm going to stay quite fruity and experimental and put my blue liner on my waterline. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say I think I've got about 80 people to buy this pencil because they like it. Seeing it on me has made them want to buy it, and what can I say? Give me some commission, Kiko. Alright, let's put these lashes on. I think I'm probably going to do this off camera because I suck at putting lashes on camera. So I'll put them on and I'll see you in a second. So there's the Iconic lashes. Terribly applied, but applied. They're nice, they're spiky. They're not very full, but I think that's okay with this look because you kind of want to see the eyeshadow. So that really just leaves us with lips, and I was kind of going into this with a Christmas kind of party makeup. No, we've not done inner corner highlight. I'm just going to dip into my Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit and just take the lightest shade and just pop that on the inner corner. See, that's so much brighter. So my newest lip products are my new Jouer ones, and I'm going to use the shade Buff because I think the red would just be too much with this look. So yeah, you can see it's just a nude, quite a peachy nude. I'm going to use a Primark lip liner just to kind of overline and finesse my shape. I know what I'm supposed to do in my hair. It's like 3-day-old gross hair. Right, I've just gone for some kind of semblance of a bun. Let's ignore the hair. Biggest insecurity. Let's ignore it. So to round up the products that we've used, I highly recommend the ColourDrain Queen of Hearts palette. I know I ended up covering my eyeshadow shade, but that's just because I felt like it was a bit boring and I just wanted to do something maybe a bit more adventurous today. So I love this palette, would highly recommend. It's expensive, it's even more expensive than the Modern Renaissance palette, but I think it's worth it. I do think it is, and maybe you could ask Santa for it if you've had your eye on it for a while, because it is gorgeous. The foundation I actually really like. I would liken it to kind of the Maybelline Fit Me, in terms of I will definitely wear this a lot. I'll wear it more day to day though, as opposed to like an event foundation. I would recommend this. £11, so more expensive than kind of your average drugstore foundation, but it is really nice and I do like it. I would of course definitely recommend the concealer. I love this concealer. I've repurchased this probably the most out of any concealer, apart from maybe the collection one. Highly recommend. Wore this on my wedding day actually, that's how much I like it. The lashes I really like. I think I would maybe wear them with a more simple eye look so that they stood out more as themselves. I think this eye look could have done with maybe a more dramatic lash, but you can see the Stila eyeshadow through it, so I do quite like them. I really like the Jouer lip creams. I also really like the lip toppers, so Jouer lip products are definitely very good. I think Jouer is very good as a brand. I think it's quite trustworthy in terms of, you know the quality that you're getting. Favourite product is probably the Stila liquid metals, magnificent metals. I think these are fantastic. Very expensive, but very good, and I really like that colour, Sunset Cove. I don't think it's limited edition. It might be, but it's on Beautybay, so I'll link it below. I think that's pretty much everything new that I used. Oh no, the highlight. I like it in terms of I can tell the product is good quality. It's nice. It sinks into the skin, and when you wear it, it kind of looks like more of a highlight from within. It's what I'm putting on my body right now. But if you're like me and you like a really blinding highlight, especially for an occasion, I wouldn't recommend this. And it is very pink, it pools very pink. So if you don't like pink highlights, I wouldn't recommend it. But it's nice. Worth £21? No. Worth 16? Yes. Oh, and of course the facial spray is new. I'm liking it, I'm enjoying it. It's hydrating when I first spray it on, and I don't feel like it leaves any marks or anything. I like it, it's nice. £7 is a really good price, especially for such a big bottle, and I've got man hands, so yeah, I like it. So I think that's everything. I hope you like this makeup look. It was more just me experimenting with new stuff as opposed to me trying to like do a good look, but I'm happy with how it came out. I would definitely go out and about like this. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to see a full review on Doll 10 makeup, please let me know down below, because I did get sent like a full face of products, so I could definitely do that. And yeah, please just like this video, leave me a comment, talk to me, come and follow my Instagram, Makemeupmissa, and thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate everyone that subscribes to me. I've just like gone over 2,000 now, and I think that's awesome. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.